firstly give us your takeaways from that, Dean?
Firstly, Southeast came out of the blocks and shot the ball extremely well, and I just thought we were off a little bit with our defensive intensity. 2 games now we've been down heavy and made big fight backs, and got to a point where put ourselves in a position to win it, up 3, I just thought we had some turnovers that were costly down the stretch, and I know I got to be patient with this group. We're missing a couple of key guys, and Chris and Jack White, and they'll be back soon with us. But so we're playing, some young guys. It's a new group. We've got to keep it pretty simple right now and grow and expand as the season goes along. But I saw some really encouraging signs from the group tonight, and thought we took a step forward from the first game, certainly with our offense after the first quarter, and people are starting to understand their spots on the floor a little bit better.
Can you talk a little bit about the scuffle between Mason and Creaky, and obviously the kind of players doing the bench and things like that? Did you feel like that was United the boys trying to stand their ground after the celebration and the big dunk?
Yeah, on the first part of it, somewhere sport has started to discourage celebration, and so Mitch Creek makes a great play, he celebrates, and then so the league and others decide how much people are allowed to celebrate, and are they allowed to do it in the face of an opponent? What is the outcome of that? I think we had a Sean Long dunk a couple of seasons ago, and he just kind of screamed at himself and got a tech foul, and so I'm not going to make a statement about what Creaky did was right or wrong. Other people are making rules on how much you're allowed to celebrate, but Mason thought it was disrespectful, and he gave Creaky a little bump there, and then all the boys kind of came in. From my understanding, people leaving the bench, you're allowed to leave the bench if you just go grab a teammate and separate the fight. So, or the melee, it wasn't even a fight. There was a little bit of a push. So, I'll be interested to see what how the referees view the whole situation. Does Creaky come in and retaliate? Was that worth just the tech foul, or should he been out of the game? There's a million things that could have happened out of that little incident.
That's something you'll address with Mason, when in the wash-up, or was that you just won't touch on it?
No, he's already approached me about it. He kind of apologised to say, I saw my teammate getting disrespected. I've got to be better in how I kind of counter that one without getting thrown out of the game. So he's already assessed himself that he needs to be smarter in that situation.
What was your messaging to him?
Well, again, we're a team that is learning and growing as a new group. So if someone's looking out for a teammate, thinks there's something of disrespect there, and he made a play on it. He didn't punch anyone. He used his chest. If he can do that without getting thrown out of the game, it would have been much better.
And Dudley, it's your first throwdown, and you've had a pretty good individual performance, but haven't got the result. Can you talk a little bit about the emotion, intensity out there?
Yeah, obviously high intensity game versus our rivals here, and we knew it was going to be a big game, and obviously disappointed to not get the win. I think, like Dean said, we dug ourselves a hole early that we expended a lot of energy to get back out of, and the atmosphere in here was awesome, when we kind of came back and tied it up and then hit the front, but we got to close it out.
And what were you thinking when Creaky was coming at you, mate? Were you sort of thinking, this could be interesting?
I don't really care about getting dunked on. I've been dunked on worse than that before. It was a good play by him. That's about it, really.
Thanks, gents.
Chris Pike, we'll go to you, mate.
Yeah, Delhi, it's been a tough couple of years for you, but you're now playing big minutes. You look like you're getting your confidence back out there. You look healthy. I know you're not happy to lose, but are you happy with the form that you're starting to find?
I mean, I'm happy to be healthy and, you know, in a great environment. I've really loved it so far. You know, it's a tight-knit, hard-working team culture, and that's been, you know, really, really fun. And I feel like I've already improved a lot since being here. But I have, you know, a lot of things I want to get better at, and I think I've got a lot of room, you know, to grow. And, you know, how I measure myself is if we win or lose, and, you know, we lost today. So, you know, there's definitely some plays I'd like back, and, you know, we'll watch the video and get ready for Thursday night.
And Dean, what did you make of the battle of the big men out there today?
Joe Chi was fantastic. You know, I thought he had such a massive impact on the start of the game. Offensive rebounds, block shots. You know, thought he had an incredible impact on the game, you know, the whole day. And it kind of felt a little bit, I've kind of mentioned before when people ask me about him, and I thought there was, you know, there's a Bogut presence around the rim where he changes things, and you've got to learn how to be able to, once you attack the rim, how you use your contact, how you get your shot off, and I felt like we were still in that learning process with him today. But yeah, I mean, you know, high quality player, and showed some good things in the post as well. Run the floor. We saw he shot a little bit today as well. So yeah, I thought he was amazing. I thought Joe, at times when he had some good advantages, taking him off the bounce, probably a couple extra calls I thought he could have got for driving on him. Yeah, you know, Joe was plus 12 when he was in the game as well. So you know, he had a really positive impact for us.
And just on Caleb Agata, I'm sure he feels like he probably shoot better, but I thought the signs are really good from him out there today. Did you like what you saw, especially in the second half?
Yeah, the things we asked of him to improve at the defensive end and really stay connected and fight over things. I thought there was such a willingness to improve and get better in that area. Yeah, and I heard I said the wrong thing about Kyle during a timeout, and I apologise to him for that. My message was really to Caleb Agata to really attack in transition and get to the rim, and I apologise to Kyle for attacking him as a defender. But yeah, my message was really trying to just get to Caleb Agata about getting to the basket and making that play.
Thanks, guys.
Stephen Barrett, we'll go to you.
Dean, how did you see the battle between the man to your right and also X for Phoenix? Because obviously that was one of the reasons, I dare say, you brought Delhi to the club to shut down some of those key guards from the position. Yeah,
I thought you know, we were able to throw, you know, different people on different guys today, and you know, X had obviously a really good game the other night, and you know, I think we helped him. He had 16 tonight, but a lot of that was getting to the foul line. So I think, you know, we can be a little bit better as a group in challenging his shot a little bit different and keep him in off the foul line. But you know, Shea and Delhi are two elite defenders, and again, I think you know, at times Newley showed some really positive things defensively as well. You know, if we get Caleb going and bring Jack White back in, you know, this team can be a really, really good defensive team. So I think different nights, Shea and Delhi and those guys are going to have key matchups, and hopefully they can really share the load on that as well.
And Delhi, you did mention that you've copped some worse posters over the course of your journey. Did you feel like Craiggie's celebration was okay? Did you take any umbrage with that?
I mean, I was just, you know, thinking about what play we're going to run next.
Okay, and Dean, when do you expect to get your skipper back?
Yeah, I think he's going to be right to go Thursday. So, he got into some competitive practice last week, and so we think, and we're not going to bring him back to play limited minutes. We're going to bring him back to play. So, we hope that he gets a full load in this week and is ready to go Thursday.
Thanks, gents. Cheers.
Thanks, Stephen. Last couple, go to Jasper.
Delhi, it must have been pretty special to play in front of his home crowd. It got pretty loud at times. How special was it, just a kind of homecoming for you?
Yeah, I mean, the crowd was awesome. I thought, early they didn't have much to cheer about, but when we started getting stuck in defensively and made a bit of a run there in the third quarter, it was really loud in here. And I think, in a timeout, I remember just having a smile on my face thinking, this is pretty cool. So that's what, Goulding's been telling me about, and, I've been looking forward to experiencing. So, that part was cool. Just would have been nice to finish it with a win.
Dean, you had that 10-point swing in the third quarter. What was the message at halftime to come out and get on that run against the Phoenix side that has just been dominant to start the season?
Yeah, I think we've just found a couple of really simple plays where there was a little bit of movement, and we got back to the ball screen and spread the floor out, and we didn't feel like set play where we feel like we might have either a post advantage at different times, and with Joe Chi there, and so it was really more about just keeping the offense and the spacing really simple to get good shots, and I thought we just did that better after quarter time, really. And obviously the 3-ball for them was so punishing for us in that first quarter. I think they made 6 or something, 5 or 6, and us to turn up our defense a little bit and hold them to 9 made 3s was a really good effort. So I think whenever, for me, we're down, it's about being more aggressive, and I thought we did that at the defensive end.